Hey, how the devil are you? Pow! Right in the kisser. Oh, flippin' heck. I've done it again. Hang on a minute. Hang on. There we are, all sorted. Need to stay back a little bit. Anyway, right. So what have I got today? Whoosh, right. I have got the MC in the house. Right. MC351. Now, this is getting some mixed reviews, this is. Okay. And Randy over at Cheap Audio Man, he said this is a bit of a miss from Fosi Audio, and he loves Fosi Audio. Do you know what I mean? He's a big promoter of Fosi Audio. So, is it true? We're going to find out in this video. Now, one thing that's come to light is the power ratings. So, Williston Audio, I think Williston Audio or something. I'll link the channel below. He did some testing on the power ratings that Fosi Audio have put out for this, and they're way off. So this is rated at, I think, 160 watts per channel into 4 ohms, and and he got 80 watts per channel, right? And then is rated 350 watts into the subwoofer, and he only got 80 watts. So, you know, definitely a big difference to the advertised power ratings. And into 8 ohms, I think he got something along the lines of 40 to 45 watts a channel. Now, so a lot of people saying it's underpowered, but I'm scratching my head because, like, you know, everyone wants all these amplifiers that are 200 watts a channel and nonsense all coming from China. But my Rotel RA01 is 40 watts a channel, and that's powered every speaker I've put on it. Okay, my Marantz PM6007 I had a few years ago, that powered pretty much anything. That was 45 watts a channel, so I don't know. And also, I haven't listened to it yet, and I'm going to compare it to some other Fosi Audio products. I've got the Fosi Audio V3 monos here. I got the Fosi Audio V3 original, and I'm going to use a Fosi Audio P3 preamp to drive that as well and compare them all and see how it compares to these other amps. But you know, without even getting out of the box, it seems good value for money to me. You know, 180 quid, and you've got pretty much, okay, it's Class D, but it's an integrated amp with a DAC and digital inputs. You know, like the closest thing to that would be something like maybe a Marantz PM6007 in the UK. You can pick them up for around about 350 now. I know in the US they're more expensive over there. Or the Yamaha AS301 has digital inputs. Yeah, it has more analog inputs, I understand that. But that's more than double the price of this. So I think it's good value for money, but it depends on how it sounds, doesn't it? Anyway, let's get the flipping thing out of the box. Stop blabbering on, Matt. Get on with it. Jesus. Okay, let's go open this box. There you go. Right, there you get that. Oh, what we got here? We got an optical cable. Nice. We got some very limited instructions. Right. We got the power supply, which I think is 32 volt 5 amp. Yeah. There we got that. Okay. And the amp itself. If I could get the flipping thing out, there you go. Already comes with that fitted. Now normally you've got to put that on yourself. You need a bit of tightening up though. Okay, that Bluetooth thing. Right, so we've got on the front a VU meter. You've got your inputs here, Bluetooth, RCA, coaxial, optical, USB. There's your input selector there, the mode. You got your treble. Now, it always confuses me when they swap it around. I always like the bass to be on this side. I don't know about you, but I like that. They got the middle indent, so you can find your center. I like that. That's good. Cool. And then you've got your volume control. I think that clicks on and off. That's satisfying, isn't it? On the back, got your Bluetooth aerial, your audio in. So you got your RCAs here, coaxial, optical, and USB. Now, I don't think you can use a US. You can't obviously use a USB stick or anything like that. It's just from a PC. Then you've got your speaker binding post out and your passive subwoofer here. Then you've got your pre-out there as well. Now, here's the thing, right? I can guarantee that with the Bluetooth and the DAC, so when you're looking at a website, if they've got something to brag about, a company, they will brag about it. So if it's got aptX HD or higher or LDAC in their Bluetooth, they will say it, okay? If it's got a Qualcomm Bluetooth chip, they will say it. If it's got an ESS DAC, they will say it. They haven't said it, so I think it's just got a generic DAC, generic Bluetooth, and I slightly, without even looking at these instructions, okay, I can tell, I bet you it's only got AAC and SBC, without even looking, because they haven't said anything about aptX HD. If it was in there, they would say it. A lot of people have already mentioned the passive subwoofer. It is a bit odd to have a passive sub on an amp these days. Nobody uses a passive sub, or not many people anyway. Most people use active subs. So I don't understand why they've put it on there. I also think it's a bit odd, but there we are. But you've got your pre-out. You can use it as a preamp if you wanted to go to another amplifier, or you can use it to an active subwoofer. So at least it's got that, and it's variable, so it goes up and down with the volume. Unfortunately, and there's no bass management, no high pass filter to stop the bass going into your speakers or anything like that, which would be good if it was, but there we are. It is what it is. Right. Do you know what? It's supposed to be summer in the UK. It's the middle of June or the end of June. And I got so cold I had to put a hoodie on. What the flipping heck? UK is rubbish. Ugh. Anyway, right. So I've been having a good listen to the 351. I did connect it up for a laugh to my Wharfdale Lintons. Oh, it was a mess. No, couldn't. I mean, sound came out of it, but no, didn't work very well. But I connected it up then to these Wharfdale Diamond 12.2s, drove them absolutely fine. No problem at all with them. So it's more for bookshelf speakers. I wouldn't recommend floor standers or big speakers for this. No, okay. I also compared it to the V3, Fosi Audio V3. So I paired the V3 up with the P3. Too many flipping threes. P3, V3, right? So I did a sound comparison as well, so you can have a listen to it. Anyway, before I say anything more and give anything away, all right, have a listen to this, just one little clip, and let me know what you think. do you reckon on that? Well, here's the thing as well, is that the P3 is using aptX HD. This is using SBC, right? And AAC. So, I mean, could you tell a difference between the two? Hardly. Obviously, I played a lot more tracks with both of them, right? And I have to say the V3 P3 combo was a little bit cleaner, a little bit smoother presentation, okay? However, this is critical listening, and I knew which one was which. If you blindfolded me, spun me round and pushed me off in one direction, anyway, right? I'd struggled to tell a difference between the two of them. So there you go. It's not bad. It sounds pretty good. Okay, it's got its limitations. It's got its faults. But all in all, I think it's not a bad prospect. It is what it is. I don't think it's meant to be anything else. I can see where Randy's coming from. Why he was thinking, compared to the ZA3 and the monoblocks here. Well, yeah, okay, they're better. But for what it is, and for what you're getting, it's not a bad prospect, I think. I think it's pretty good. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Anyway, that's come to the end of the video. If you got this far, thank you very much. If you didn't get this far, then you're a tosser, okay? Now, they're never going to know I called them that because they didn't get this far, did they? Okay? Anyway, I'll catch you in the next one.